All right, y'all ready to get to slavery?
Do you want to know one reason why God allowed slavery? It was not to hurt, it was to help people out.
Both KC and I both did the exact same thing at the exact same time. Like, how does slavery help anybody out at all?
I mean, cotton gets picked.
No, that doesn't help. I mean, that doesn't
It
help.
helps the slave owners.
It doesn't help the slaves.
No, you said, how does it help anybody?
Okay, good point. But at the same time, like, there is no possible situation where it's good.
Agreed. Agreed. There's no situation in which it's good.
For example, when the Egyptians and the Israelites lived in Egypt during the famine, when they had no more money, when they had no more cattle, they were allowed to use their body as service, which is being slaves, to pay for the grain that they would get during the time of famine.
Yes. And God ended up having to kill the firstborn of every Egyptian in order to get them out of that slavery. How is this helpful? Also, they sold themselves into slavery, and then 400 years later did they get out of this slavery, and only because God threw every single fucking plague that he could creatively think of at the time at the Pharaoh. But he only had to do that because he hardened Pharaoh's heart against Moses. So basically, you've got God creating the situation where he has to torture everybody in Egypt over letting the Israelites go, which, by the way, none of this happened. None of this ever happened. Just because it's a Disney movie doesn't mean that it happened. You think Pocahontas is accurately portrayed by Disney? No, it's not. Just like the Moses story is not accurately portrayed whatsoever because it never happened. But yeah, God took 400 years to release the Israelites from slavery by killing all the children, all the firstborn children in Egypt. Perfect fucking plan. He only did this because he set the situation up to where he had to do this.
I mean, he didn't have to do that.
Well, I mean, considering that the death of the firstborn is the thing that allowed them to leave, he created the situation that would lead to that situation.
Oh, yeah. He created the problem. He created the situation. He created the problem. He prevented a solution.
Mm-hmm.
He's an absolute pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Like, this character is awful. I don't understand.
You see that this form of slavery did not turn people away because they had no money like we see nowadays. But this form of slavery actually gave people jobs to work for the grain that they received.
No, slavery is not a job. You can leave a job. God had to kill the firstborn of every Egyptian in order to get them out of that contract. This is not a job.
It was righteous. Genesis 47:19. Why should we perish before your eyes, we and our land as well? Buy us, and our land will be in bondage to Pharaoh. Give us seed so that we may live and not die, and that the land may not become desolate. Facts.
Facts.
It is absolutely so strange for me to see, I mean, anybody really, but especially people of color trying to justify slavery. Like, that is so, it is just so, my brain can't wrap around it. It just cannot.
Yeah.